Hiya, it's Anne Hughes here. It's Tuesday. I hope that you're well. I hope that you managed to enjoy the bank holiday weekend. The weather never really pulled through for us, sadly, in Glasgow, but it was still a nice weekend. I've not done a card now for days and days, and I just never really occurred to me over the weekend, but I did pick a card earlier on this morning, and I picked Truth. And I felt dead sure that that was the right card to pick. I checked that it wasn't one that I had picked before. And I suppose all that I can sort of encourage us all to think about when we think about truth is to hold on to what is true for you. Something that's always true for me is that I don't know it all yet. And if you've ever heard me speak, you'll have heard me say, I hope that my last thought I ever have is a new one in my life. You know, that way I plan to learn new things, understand things differently, have new thoughts for every single moment that I exist. And just now what's really true for me as well, I think, is that I've got a deep knowing that I'll come out the other side of this okay. You know, we work in things for all of us. It's such an unknown quantity, isn't it? You just don't know what's going to happen in different industries, and a lot of my work is in the third sector, and I don't know what the third sector, the charity sector, is going to look like after this. But I also do lots of other things as well, and therefore what's true for me is that the right things will show up. And I just keep believing that, because any thoughts other than that are just going to be quite destructive and not going to allow me to perform at my very best just now in the work that I do have, and therefore could end up being the thing that scuppers it all. Do you know that way? And so I'm just really holding on to the truth that things are going to be all right. You know, a way will always be found. The universe will always provide, and knowing that and believing that to be true makes my experience of life all the better. You know, some people would maybe think I'm being a wee bit foolish, but that's okay. I don't think I'm being foolish, and therefore my experience of my days, of my hours, of my thoughts is all so much better, given that I know that it's true for me that I will always be provided for. And so that is what's true for me, and that's a really powerful thing to be true for me, that new ways will keep being found for me to enter different markets and do different things and find different work at a time where I know that so many people are so worried and people are losing their jobs, and that's so stressful, and I'm not meaning to diminish it at all. But I think keeping yourself, and it being Mental Health Awareness Week last week as well, keeping yourself in a brain space that's not full of worry is definitely true, that will see you out much better than if you're in a place where everything just keeps going wrong and you can't escape the feelings, because nothing new is coming to you when you're sitting in that place. What is also really true for me, and I've spoke about it in previous wee videos, is that not everything I think is true. So it's true for me that I often think a lot of rubbish, and that has been a lesson that has really hit home in recent weeks with the course that I've been telling you that I was doing with Mike O'Neill. But it just is like, it just keeps growing. It's fascinating to sit and watch your thoughts and not necessarily hook yourself onto them. It can be quite an abstract thought for some people, and you might be thinking, how do you watch your thoughts? You just watch them, you just don't react to them. You know, that way you can have the feeling of, I'm going to worry about that, but you can just choose not to worry about it. I'm interested to see where it's going to work with food for me. I'm hungry, I really need that cake. It's just a thought, I know you don't. I've not tried that quite so much yet, but I do plan to. So that's what else I know is true for me just now, that I don't need to believe everything I think, and that everything's going to be okay, and I will find ways to reinvent myself. And if I reinvent myself into a supermarket checkout, that'll be all right as well. Do you know that way? I think that we just don't need to all lose hope that every single job in the world is going to come to a shuddering halt. It's just not. It's just not. And that's just our fearful thinking. So today I urge you to think about what is true for you. It doesn't need to be true for anybody else. That's the beauty of what is true for you. You don't even need to tell anybody else what is true for you, because then you could start an argument with somebody saying that's a lot of rubbish, that's not true. It doesn't need to be true for them. It just needs to be true for me, and that is enough. Have a lovely Tuesday, and I'll be back soon with another card. Bye.